Hey guys, and welcome back to the finale of the HellfireComms playthrough of Ape Escape. We've got a bit of a treat for you for the finale and whatnot. We're going to be checking out the PSP version of Ape Escape. This is Ape Escape on the Loose.
I like the drama you've inserted there. It's just, oh my god, where are these apes? They're on the loose. Where can we find them?
Oh, you can find them everywhere, my dear friend. It's like the Ape Escape version of Pokemon Go, except all the apes can be found within the game, and that's literally about it. Kind of a shallow comparison, but I'm the king of shallow comparisons, you know what I'm saying?
You make it work. That's what I like about you, Tom. You make these comparisons just work.
Oh my god, everything's 10 times more anime.
Yeah, they really went to town. It's just like, oh my god, what can we do to make Ape Escape better? Kawaii!
Yeah, kawaii it the fuck up. Alright, Chef, why exactly did you choose this as the finale of our playthrough? Did you just want to include everything?
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time with this game when I first had it on the PSP, as opposed to right now where I'm emulating it, and I just kind of wanted to give it a proper send-off by showing off a nice little remake that they made.
Well, you say nice. I've heard mixed opinions about this one, from the art style to the controls to basically everything regarding the game.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's just me because I'm a little bit biased. I mean, I am the Ape Escape guy, but...
Well, I think of you as the PlayStation guy. I think you're selling yourself too short, though. So this music, you were telling me it comes from one of the Ape Escape soundtracks.
It's from the remastered version called the Ape Escape Originape soundtracks.
Oh, horrific. I love it. Let's see, Spike here, he looks about the same, thanks to the art style, which I honestly thought could have used some, thick black outlines, because I feel like the colours are blending into the background a little bit. He seems okay. Jake's lost his ponytail for some reason.
You've got to save on them polygons, man. You've got to, every little tweak can help to make the PSP not shit itself when it loads a cutscene.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's the reason they got rid of the ponytail, because it literally would not run. It was maxing out the PSP's capabilities. Fuck, Dissidia or Birth by Sleep. Ape Escape on the Loose was the thing that brought the PSP to its knees.
Someone somewhere in the QA department is going, why is this bricking the system? I can't work it out.
Why does this ponytail have so much physics in it?
It can't handle the bobbing. There's a memory leak. Stop it now. Poor Jake.
Poor everyone. They didn't expect this to happen when they came into work today. Natalie was there doing some meaningless, thankless paperwork, the professor was drinking his coffee, and Spike and Jake just wanted to play around with all the gadgets, and then an evil monkey comes in and zaps them through time and space.
Oh, don't you just hate it when that happens?
But for me, it was Tuesday.
Sorry, boss, can't come into work today. Why, what happened? Well, you see, monkeys.
Yeah. Monkeys. Always monkeys.
It's a bug going around the office at the minute. People just getting warped through time and space, left, right and centre.
Oh, did they change the voices for this one?
Yep, they did. Spike is voiced by Richard Horvitz, who was the voice of Invader Zim, Billy from Billy and Mandy, and such.
Daggett from the Angry Beavers.
Jake is voiced by Joshua Seth, which I'm sure many know as the voice of Tai Kamiya from Digimon Adventure. And of course, Spectre is going to be voiced by D. Bradley Baker, who was the voice of Number 4 and Kids Next Door.
And every animal not voiced by Frank Welker.
Which is a very specific role to have. That's a good thing to put on your CV.
And the Professor, his character model is good, but his voice seems a little bit less grandfatherly. Or maybe it was just how the PS1 audio sounded. Now it's more crisp and whatnot. You can kind of hear it's a guy putting on a grandfather role.
Yes, the grandfather voice, helped by the PSX's atrocious audio bitrate. It's what gives it that nice crisp feel.
That's the thing I never understood. Why do they call it the PSX exactly? Wasn't there another kind of console thing that had that same name?
It's not officially called the PSX, if I remember rightly. It is still known as the PS1. But they then released the Slim version, which was actually called the PS1.
Yeah.
So I think people just call it PSX to differentiate between the two.
Casey's looking 10,000 times more kawaii in this version of the game.
Okay, boys, we've got anime styling. What do we do with Casey? Turn that dial up to 50.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Chav. To get this sucker running on a handheld, especially a handheld with only one analog stick, and not the best idea for a game that basically sold itself nay, prided itself on having, full analog stick usage. What kind of shortcuts did they have to take to make it work?
They had to do, like, some insane streamlining. Like, when you equip a gadget to a button, when you switch to it, you automatically use it, which can be a bit annoying, as opposed to the original where you just switch to it and you're just holding it. Also, you can only have 3 gadgets, which is really annoying, because you have to use the X button to jump, so you'd be switching gadgets a lot more often, in the menu in this version of the game. And then you have to use the R button to either hold it down to crawl or press it in the air to do the hip drop attack.
Oh, it doesn't do that weird kind of reverb visual effect, and that looked awful.
The power of a UMD disc, my friend.
There was only so much they could do with that 480 by 272 resolution.
That monkey's prayed for his life. He'll get his.
Just like, please, if anybody's listening, save me from this low poly hell, please.
This place looks about the same, so we won't be staying here long.
Just gonna keep on trucking.
Oh yeah, so what are we showing off exactly?
We're just gonna show off the first few levels of the game and a couple cutscenes just to get that general idea of what to expect.
Man, they really zoomed in on, the level select for some reason.
You really got to appreciate the detail of the models, We crafted all this time making the level select look great. Look at it.
Oh, it's like I'm in the Stone Age. It's great.
I can feel the T-Rex on my face. It's amazing.
VR not needed.
Jeff Goldblum's in the background. It's great.
Okay, so we're going to test out the water net thingamabob.
It's actually a little bit easier to use this time around, because you just have to, you can hold X to swim fast, and you use L and R to go up and down.
Classic Gravity-esque movements rather than using an analog stick.
So you say you emulated this, but when you originally played the game, how did you take to it? What was your initial impression compared to the PS1 original?
Well, I guess, at that time I was just like, oh my god, Ape Escape, but portable? Whoa, dude! But then, as I played through, I kind of got used to the controls, even though I kind of had my hand in, weird positions to get all the buttons just right, because,
okay.
It's one of those kinds of games.
The claw.
Yeah.
Everyone's favourite PSP holding method, hooking your thumb around it very uncomfortably.
And, some of the gadgets later on are very annoying to use. Like the RC car, you have to use the D-pad to move it around. And, let's see, what else was there? Well, I guess, some are kind of easy. Like the Skyflyer, you just, keep tapping the button you have it equipped on to use it. So that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
On one hand it giveth, and on one hand it taketh away. Some things are easier, some things are a lot tougher. Curse you, PSP.
I'd give it maybe not even an A for effort, but a B plus for effort, but overall, I probably wouldn't even recommend this game unless you really don't have any other way to play Ape Escape.
Did they end up, releasing any other games on the PSP from the Ape Escape franchise?
Well, they didn't remake any of the sequels, but they did, put out some spin-offs and minigame collection type things.
Of course they did, because obviously, the apes are marketable. They're like minions in that regard.
One game in particular that they had called The Big Mission, it's pretty much, I wouldn't call it a mainline Ape Escape game because it plays very differently, but it's still mainly a platformer where the plot is where Spectre somehow shrinks the time station and everything is big, so you have to use the time, lab as a giant, well not a giant, but a small helmet to control the monkeys directly. And you have to use various monkey types to get through platforming sections, and it's actually pretty cool.
It was a nice sort of spin on the genre, because it was okay, so here's an established thing we've got in Ape Escape, let's just tweak it a little bit and turn it into a platformer.
With the updated visuals, it's even more easy to tell that she's not even touching the buttons. Then again, her granddad's not paying her, so fuck him.
This is unpaid, work experience style of labour.
Oh god, please don't catch me. Please don't catch me.
Beg mercy, beg mercy.
See, it's so zoomed in, that's crazy.
Well, they had to criminal on the screen. You gotta imagine it in your hands right now.
Okay.
You want to get that full picture of that tiny block of level.
I think my PSP is collecting dust somewhere in a drawer in my house.
I've still got mine.
It's been so long since I used it. I think the last game I played was like Birth by Sleep.
Same. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was my Birth by Sleep in Dissidium machine. I know there's like a lot of RPGs for it and so on, but not for me. Same with Vita, really. Now, is that an emulation glitch, or is the waterfall just really not running?
That is an emulation glitch.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, we're not in the frozen time right now.
So, I guess as we come to, like, the end of the game, we've already seen this. We've been back here more than once, thanks to the Chimp Collectathon kerfuffle. Chaff, Ape Escape as a whole, from your initial impression to finally 100% completing it, what is your opinion of the game?
My opinion on the game, first time playing it, I thought it was a really interesting game.
Quirky, yep.
Yeah, quirky. And over time, I got used to the controls, and I really come to like messing around with it, learning new things. And then just the more I played it over time, the more I came to love it, and it's still my all-time favorite game today.
That was bullshit, by the way.
This can't possibly be your favourite game of all time.
No, I wasn't saying that. This monkey's being, like, super douchey. Get out of here.
Did they, I think they tweaked the AI a little bit as well when they remade it, so some of the monkeys can be, like, even bigger dicks than before.
Oh, Jesus. What about you, though, Digi? Ape Escape?
As a series as a whole, it's one of my favourite, like, series ever. Especially the third. The third is my favourite game. Possibly on the PS2. But Ape Escape 1 was one of those games that came along and was just like, holy shit, this is really good. Because, you know, it was the first to use the analog sticks properly, and it kind of just had that really nice sort of visual style that sort of went, ooh, I can get down with this. That was me as a kid.
Ooh, like a monkey.
Ooh, cheeky. But it was, and then you had to go into playing it, and I was just engrossed by it. I think I sort of only stopped when my parents told me to, and then I was straight back on it the second I was awake. It was that kind of game.
Nice.
Where I was just engrossed by it so much, I just had to finish it. And, you know, it's got a little bit of degree of replayability. I still enjoy going back and, you know, playing around with it. So it has definitely held up, and I do muchly enjoy it.
My opinion of the game, it took a while for me to get used to using the two analog sticks properly, and again the R1 button to jump pool, that required me to unlearn a few things I'd gotten from Nintendo, back when I actually was a Nintendo fanboy. I didn't take up the name NTOM64, which is short for Nintendo Tom _64 for no reason, but it was a fun game, I love the gadgets. I've kind of been wanting to go back and properly 100% the game at this point, and I don't know about you guys, but maybe we could cover Ape Escapes 2 and 3 down the line?
That'd be nice.
Sign me up. Yep, I am down.
Well, people have been asking for them, but I think we'll attend to like Spyro, maybe get a bit of Crash in there, HF?
I could probably go for some of that.
I hope you realise you're the designated PS1 recording guy now.
Fair enough.
This
I'm
is
all
your
for that.
role.
I would rather you have something that's appealing to you to record, rather than being commanded to do, like, I don't know, an LP of Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. 100%.
Oh, jeez. No, that's...
No glitch.
It's worse than the death penalty.
Tom, you heartless bastard.
Yeah, that's me. And Tom the Heartless Bastard. Oh, we're just kind of like finishing off this particular set of levels and Chaff, and that's it.
Yeah, we're just gonna see the next cutscene where we introduce Spectre, and then that'll be it.
Okay, well, I'm still seeing about 3 minutes or so what's going on there, Mr. Man?
That is the cutscene.
Ah.
Yes, welcome to the days where we have now more memory to use, so we can stuff more cutscenes in.
Ah, well, Spectre gets to be camp for more and more of the cutscene. That's good in my books.
Spectre is a very camp, but, like, Spectre is kind of the Kefka of this game. He's very camp.
I kind of want him to be voiced by, like, Richard Epcar.
Ooh.
Or the guy who voices Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts. I forget his name.
Was it Paul St. Peter?
That's the one. It's like, worthless fools.
Spike, you've come to my theme park.
Spike, are you sure you can trust Jake? Jake, are you sure you're not jealous of Spike?
Oh, that's good.
I see now that the peak point helmet is darkness.
catch more monkeys, Spike.
Oh man, it just reminds me of those like really deep voiced dragons in Spyro. They were just like, "Thank you for rescuing me."
Thank you for releasing me.
Yes!
Oh yes, like all of the Clancy Browns.
Yeah, every single Clancy Brown.
He voiced about 95% of the dragons in that game, as we'll see come November.
Oh, bless him, he does try. He does well. He does well.
Yeah.
Oh, Clancy Brown, why can't you be in more games?
He should have been everyone in this game as well. I think he's slacking.
I'll ring him right now and tell him what a bad job he did of not getting into Ape Escape.
Did Spectre steal Natalie's nose? She seems bereft of her schnoz.
He went up to her and did that classic sort of nose is my thumb trick, and she's never been able to get it back.
Oh, wow.
He is a circus monkey after all. He knows the tricks.
Just looks like a racing stripe, Spectre. I don't think you're any smarter, to be honest.
I'm calling your bluff.
I bet that helmet's pretty heavy.
That's why he's sitting down. You can't possibly stand up and wear it.
That's the price of villainy, is poor chiropractic. Just like, oh god, I'm going to need a neck massage after this villainous spree's over, lads.
What the heck is he talking about?
Yeah, I don't like the new voices. I hate change.
Do not want.
Kind of awkward that they're talking about like Spike and whatnot when he's not even in the cutscene, and Jake looks even more of a douche with these new graphics. The ponytail set everything off, now he looks like he's just wearing like a crown of hair.
Yes, that's how important I am. This is a crown of my own locks. Nah.
What's happened to him?
He used all of the hair gel.
That's what happened. They couldn't get enough gel to put the ponytail together.
Poor PSP and its failed UMD proprietary format. Okay, guys, we're coming to the end of the Ape Escape playthrough, so in 10 words or less, Chaff, describe Ape Escape.
Ape Escape, best game. Play it now, please.
Okay, did you?
Pretty fucking solid. Would highly recommend go and get now.
Awesome. Okay, guys, you'll see myself, Chaff, and Digi again in the Spyro the Dragon playthrough in November. Thanks for watching. See you then.